Hey guys, it's Leah. Today we're going to be talking about tattoos and piercings. I don't want this video to be long, so let's just get started. So first I'm going to start off with the piercings, then I'm going to get into the tattoos. So I'm going to tell you guys about the piercing and then give you pain levels, rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. So first I'm going to start off with my ears. So I have 3 piercings on each ear. The first ear piercing, don't really know much about it, you guys, because I got it when I was a baby and I don't remember that far back, but I'm pretty sure it hurt as hell to me because I'm pretty sure I was crying, because that's what babies do, we cry. But the second hole I got when I was like 14. My mom was so pissed, but my sister brought me to like this place and they had ear piercing there, and I asked if she could pay to get my ears pierced, and it was like $10 each ear, and she was like yeah, so I got it. I remember my mom was like, that's not your guardian, like that's not who you should be asking, but whatever. It was quick. The pain was probably like a 2. It was just like a rush of pain. It was really quick. I got my tragus, I think that's how you say it, like last year. So that's like this one right here. I got it on both sides. They did it with a gun. And it was like, honestly, it didn't really hurt. It was probably like a 2, 3. What bothered me more was the loud noise that the gun made in my ear. Then I have my septum. This is probably, out of all my piercing, this probably hurt the least. I'm missing a ball on it. I had a clicker in it the other day, as you guys saw, but this was probably like a 2, because the skin is like really thin and they use a needle. So the needle just goes through and then they put the piercing in. Then I have my regular nose piercing. I love this piercing. This one is my favorite. That was probably like a 3. They use a needle for that as well. And I just shed a tear from my right eye. It was no big deal. This right here, I have my nipples pierced, and guys, that was the worst piercing I ever got. Like, I went to the piercing shop with my friends. It was probably like 4 of us, maybe 5 of us there, and everybody else was getting it, and I was like, you know what, like, this is probably gonna be too much information, but whatever. My nipples were like inverted, so they used to go inside, like they were hiding. And then I don't know, like when they got like firm or whatever, they would come out, and I was really kind of like self-conscious about it. So I was telling, when I was there, I was saying like, oh, my nipples are weird or whatever, and the piercing guy, like, he honestly didn't even care. He was just like, let me see them, and I was like, okay. And then he was like oh, that's nothing. He was like, if you pierce it, like they'll stay out, like they'll look like normal or whatever. So I pierced them, and now they look normal, and that was the worst pain I ever felt. Like, I cried, guys. Like, it wasn't even like tear shedding. Like, I screamed and I was like bawling, like the tears were just coming down. And then I was so scared after the first one, I didn't even want to do the second one, and the second one hurt more than the first, and I'm rating them both a 10, but the second one was like a 20. Like, it hurt way more. And then I have my belly button pierced, so it just looks like this, and I got that when I was like probably like 15. That was like my first act of rebellion. My cousins came down from Toronto and I really wanted it, and one of my cousins had it, and she was like, come on, let's just go. I was like, okay. We went and I just got it, and they used the needle. At the time it hurt to me. At the time I probably would have rated it like a 4, like me back then, but now, like, I feel like as I got older, my pain tolerance is like much higher than it used to be. So there's that. And then this is my first tattoo. So it just looks like this. I hope you guys can see it. It's a Chinese symbol and it means beauty, and I got that when I was probably about like 15, 16, and my neighbor had went and got a tattoo, and she showed it to me, and I was like, oh, I really want a tattoo, and she's like, oh, you should just come and get it. Like, the lady does it really good, and I really thought I was in control of my own life, so I was like, okay. So I went, and the lady, you know, she did it for me, and she outlined it first and then she filled it in. And the outlining didn't really hurt, but like the filling it in part, that part hurt. And yeah, my mom didn't see it for like probably like a good 2 years. It was probably like a good 2 years before she saw it. I think by the time she saw it, I probably already had my second one. So this is my second one right here. And I just have a Hello Kitty head. That was actually a best friend tattoo with one of my previous best friends. We're not friends anymore, but I honestly don't regret it. If I could, you know, go back, I would do it again. It's just nice for like memories to think back, and like all the stuff that I used to do. Like when I get older, like these are like each thing is gonna tell a memory, you know, each thing is gonna tell like a story of something that led up to me getting it. Then this is my last one, and it's just a yin yang symbol. I got this one in January, and like this tattoo means the most to me. Like in January I was really going through it, and you know, I had like someone die, and then I was having like crazy relationship problems, and it was just like a bad time for me. And this really like, this had like the symbol itself, like I remember I had it on the lock screen of my phone, and it would just remind me that even though times are bad, like the bad is never gonna last. Like even though it's bad, there's always something good within it, and even when it's good, there's always something bad within it. So this the yin yang symbol is just like a symbol of life. So the skin tone part is like the good, and the black is the bad that's within it, and then the black is the bad, and the skin tone part is the good that's within it. And I think that if any of you guys are interested in getting like a tattoo or something, you should really think about it and really like sit down and make sure that it's something that you want, because a tattoo is permanent. But when it comes to piercing, like you can dabble and stuff like that, because honestly I've had a couple of piercings that I've actually took out because I've changed my mind about them. But it's like when it's like a tattoo and it's something permanent like that, you can't really change your mind unless you want to like do a surgery or something like really extra to remove it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Remember, like a couple days ago, I was downstairs in the living room and I was sitting down and I brushed it out, and I kid you guys not, like it confused